Prague is regarded by many as one of Europe's most charming, colorful and beautiful cities. It has become the most popular travel destination in Central Europe along with Vienna and Krakow. Millions visit every year to experience this magical city of bridges, cathedrals, gold-tipped towers and church domes. Known as the city of 100 spires, Prague is the capital and largest city in the Czech Republic, as well as the center of most of the tourism coming into the country. Tourism in the city is mostly centered around the historic buildings and breathtaking ancient architecture. With buildings and structures dating back as far as the 9th century, Prague is definitely a sight to behold. There are a ton of free stuff to do here, and one of the first things you could try is a free walking tour. It's a smart way to orient yourself. You'll learn some history and hear about the main attractions. There are a ton of free walking tours in Prague. Paid ones are available as well, so you'll have plenty of options. Just pick any good tour operator based on reviews from TripAdvisor and you can't go wrong with it. If you opt for a free walking tour, note that it's polite to offer a small donation at the end of the tour, whatever you can spare. Most tours last 2 to 3 hours and will give you a good overview of the main sites, like the Old Town Square, Charles Bridge, Prague Castle, the Jewish Quarter and more. Since all the walking tours end nearly at the Prague Castle, it is obviously the next logical place to visit. The castle, which lords over the city, is not only the official office of the President of the Czech Republic, but it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most famous tourist attractions of the country. Petrin Tower is the city's biggest and most beautiful park, offering sweeping views of Prague. You'll find a garden, a maze, and a lookout tower that looks like the Eiffel Tower. The Petrin Tower stands atop the Petrin Hill. The tower is 53.5 meters high, and as it stands 324 meters above the sea level, the viewing platform offers visitors with pretty views over the city. In 1889, members of the Club of the Czech Tourists visited World Exposition in Paris and were inspired by the appearance. As the end of the 19th century was in the Czech lands determined by patriotism, they wanted to give Prague a reason to be proud and give its visitors a similar breathtaking feeling they had when they were standing under the tower in Paris. What I love about this expansive park is how easy it is to get lost among the trees. Paths meander throughout, and it's a relaxing contrast to the crowds of the historic center. Keep in mind that this park is on a big hill and walking to the top can be strenuous. Conveniently located close to the river, Prague Castle has many restaurants and cafes, and most importantly, it provides its visitors with amazing views of Prague and of some stunning sunsets. After Petrin Park, head down towards Kampa, a relaxing neighborhood by the river famous for beautiful architecture, nature, and of course, the John Lennon Wall. Towards the end of communism in the 1980s, students started writing John Lennon lyrics on this wall as a way to air their grievances. Today, the wall represents love and peace. Tourists are allowed to write or paint on it too. Besides the stunning views, the Kampa area also offers a slew of a number of appealing restaurants and cafes in the area. You'll find a lot of places to eat, sit and relax. I noticed something similar in Prague as what I experienced in Warsaw, Gdansk, Krakow and other cities with a river promenade. The area is an activity hub and really popular amongst both the locals as well as the tourists. High crowd density locations in a touristy city are often the exact places where scammers and tourist touts thrive. The most common crimes in Prague by far are the car thefts and pickpocketing. Begging is a serious problem in the city, and you can even see beggars in the city's top tourist attractions. Don't carry a wallet or purse in the back pocket of your trousers. Always keep an eye on your items. Don't put all your money in one place. Don't show your money or valuables to anybody. Common sense and basic precautions can keep most people safe from pickpockets. If you have a camera, try not to wear it openly. Always close and secure your backpack and try to keep an eye on it. Be especially careful not to fall asleep in a tram or metro. Due to the growing popularity of Prague, especially when it comes to the high quality of life versus affordability when compared to Scandinavian capitals or even the Western European capitals, it is fast becoming a popular destination to the digital nomads. As a result, the international expat community is really big and thriving in Prague, and locations like this serve as a good hangout, providing opportunity to both network and socialize. Since I'm deep into partner dancing forms like salsa, bachata, jive and so on, It was a pleasant experience to see this location develop as an outdoor dance social venue as well. But the riverside isn't only about the wild energy. You can easily relax in other ways as per your preference. For example, there are these boats which are floating restaurants. You can dine both on deck or under deck as you prefer, and the local food on the menu will blow your mind. Try the brumburak, for example. It's a simple yet fantastic dish which I loved while being in Czech Republic. On warmer days, it's also quite usual to just sit by the riverside and hang out with friends, or just by yourself reading a book maybe. No one will disturb you while you enjoy your solitude. Speaking of disturb, it's prohibited to feed or disturb the swans in the river. Of course, they'll come closer expecting food, but best is to just continue doing what you're doing and they'll eventually swim away. This will especially happen if you're having a picnic by the river, for example, and foods or snacks are in sight. The riverside is an excellent picnic spot as well.